Primal and welcome to my channel. You probably have never seen, well, you won't have ever seen a channel quite like this before, that's for sure. I would say it's safe to say it's pretty unique. In this video, I'd like to show you not only a couple of my top videos in brief, and also give you an introduction to the channel, but I'd also like to lay out the roadmap, you could say, for the future of this channel as from July in 2024. I'm going to be experimenting with a couple of new bits of content to my channel, and some of it I think is rather original. I definitely can't find many results using this sort of content on YouTube. So what you're seeing here is my CG animation and Act of Kindness, which I is one of the latest videos to my channel featuring the Wilder Leisure franchise. If you're a big fan of that franchise, there's a fan club of it up on Reddit now, where I post you various images and news about this franchise and give you much more of an insight into all these characters. So you might want to go and check that out if that is the sort of thing that you like. One of my videos that bears this thumbnail is about my oldest laptop in my collection. Well, I say my oldest, one of my oldest. I'm going to be quite fair. I've got quite a few old laptops in that collection. As I am actually a laptop collector, I collect various makes of laptops. This one's very special to me because not only is it given by someone who sadly you could say I can no longer see anymore due to the fact that, well, they've moved on, you could say, passed away. Well, it was a joint effort between them and my parents who got me this one. So you can understand why it's sentimental. And I talk about the brief history of the computer. One of the first things I was doing when I first came back to YouTube after a while was my new series, Defarious Shorts. This is a series that basically gives you short adventures from the world of Defarious. I'm going to be quite honest, I actually probably post much more about that on Twitter, but I probably will be eventually setting up a Reddit community about Defarious as well, because, well, I found out Twitter is actually more limited. I'm going to have to be honest in what you can do. You can do a lot more on Reddit. I've absolutely noticed that, and you could say that has not gone unnoticed. So, and this adventure has a cat and a dog basically watching some old TV. This particular episode, and then there's another episode I did about one of my other characters, Algora Splats, watching the launch of BBC Two. If any of those sound interesting to you, you can go and check those out. UNPC Club is a very unusual idea to set up the smallest computer club you probably will have ever seen. In this video, and this is actually my first video underneath my new username, I take you to see my mini PC collection in action, shot on my Canon Red Rear camera, which I do quite a few of the videos where I'm literally shooting stuff on. But as you can probably see, some of my stuff is also screen capture as well. And I use for that mainly Pinnacle, I know you'll probably think me old fashioned when I say Pinnacle 17. All I can say is that on my hardware it just works absolutely amazing and there's no reason to upgrade it, and that's where I'm standing with that. Except that I do use Pinnacle 20 to export the things into higher def than they used to be. But in the end, and long story short, 20 has been a big disappointment, and I've been so glad to go back to 17. Now, as well as all this, I am also a composer under the name Animal Audacity. That's why I've made sure to flag up at the beginning of this intro that this is the official channel of Animal Audacity. Yes, I've had two in the past under the Animal Audacity name, and one of them I lost access to, and the other one I actually closed because I ended up, shall I say, not liking its content. So I closed that one. I decided that one was maybe going a teensy bit too far. Since it was a bit crazy, that one, to be honest. Some of the stuff on it I would consider doing new versions of, that would be better, but one of the series on that, probably the main series, would definitely not be coming back because I got so fed up with watching it in the end. I'm not going to lie, I know that's my own content, but I'm probably my own worst critic. But this here is a song that basically I composed, and I've got no way of doing any backing music to it, so I thought I would share it with you. You can hear the full song if you go and watch that video, which has the horse versus it's our golden horse versus the Anglo Audacity logo, the unfinished tribute to the Echo Takes. And that brings me to pretty much one of the last types of content on my current channel, which is shorts of Wild Alasia. Like I said, you can join the Wild Alasia fan club on Reddit now to learn more about this interesting race of animals that are CG in their world and then become real when they exit their dimension. But as you can probably see, this act of kindness story is all about a time when the nervous foe basically decided to pluck up the courage and serve one of the predators that it didn't really know very well. As you can probably see, she does look quite a fearsome beast. But in the end, they get on dead well, and she's dead appreciative of his efforts. Quite a few of these stories have like a moral in them, so you go and check those out for some cute content. You won't see these very often, as they take a very long time to make. That brings me to my most controversial content I have ever uploaded. The full dark lore of my darkest creation. Wow, Dark Paleo. I'm going to be quite blunt. From what I can see on my views, I mean, I don't have sky high views anyway, so in some cases I will count 10 views as pretty sky high for me. Yeah. I mean, it has only had probably about 2 views of the actual lore, but I still think it might be time to experiment with a new type of content on my channel, and I would certainly enjoy making these for you, because I could certainly get right into the roleplay of this dark world when I want to. I'm going to be doing some Primal stories, short Primal stories that will be, you know, quite atmospheric. I'll have like good music probably from my stock library of Pixabay, and maybe some of my own compositions, although not many of them will actually suit a dark story. They're just going to be quite epic Adrianic, probably Adrianic battles. Because as you know, these animals, despite the fact that they are predator and prey, they don't have any blood or anything, but they can still have epic battles despite you could say not having that element. They don't need that element, and I'm going to show you they don't, because they are absolutely fierce as heck. And these stories will be quite a special content on this channel. This is a new content I'm also planning for you. Another new content is going to be playthroughs of some of my favourite games, commentated on by some of my creations and some of my favourite characters from other franchises. You can see the first episode of these up, which is called Playing Sonic 2 Badly. I did have a bad run of Sonic 2, and I'm definitely going to do another one sometime. Hopefully it won't be as bad. That's the hope for you. And as far as music goes, I will be uploading more of my compositions with nice visuals, such as White Horse Dream, which I've actually already done the thumbnail for. So that's an idea of some of the stuff you can look forward to, but of course there'll be plenty of other stuff within it as well. I do also want to let you know as well, I do just sometimes do really silly roleplay videos, such as the time Emerald put on her favourite Rhapsody music. But I think that was to show my love for Rhapsody of Fire, as they've been one of my favourite bands for youngs now. Definitely over a decade. Thank you so much for watching this, and for me, Primal Sonic, please get subscribed to see all this awesome stuff, and I'll catch you very soon, my friends. Goodbye.